Last week is a very busy week in the forex market, and it's a very interesting week in the forex market where we have the interest rate from Bank of Japan, the Swiss International Bank. We have the interest rate from the Bank of England, and then we have the interest rate from the Fed. So it's only the Bank of England that cut their interest rate last week. So many of them owed their interest rate, especially from Bank of Japan, from Swiss International Bank, and the Fed. So they owed their interest rate. The Fed owed the interest rate with 5.50. Report dropped last week. So we see the significant effect of the Bank of England cutting their interest rate. We see it in all DBP pairs. I think DBP is the weakest currency last week, followed by the Japanese yen. Why one of the strongest currency is the SND, and then AUD. That is the commodity currency are the strongest currency last week, where we have the likes of DBP, we have the likes of JPY at the bottom. So what are we looking out for this week? This week, if you look at the DSY this week, you can see that DSY has hit the resistance level at this particular area. So last couple of weeks we break this. Then last 2 weeks we break this resistance too. Then we are at this resistance this week. So what are we looking at on the DSY and in the US dollar? So what we are looking at here is probably for US dollar to reject this level, probably to retrace back to 104.626 before breaking that level to the upside, and the next level we should be looking at is 107.133. So guys, this is a weekly forex forecast. If you are just joining us, this is Ambafx. I bring to you what I see, my sentiment in the market every week, so that you can prepare yourself for the week ahead. So click on the thumbs up button, like, and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can be notified anytime I drop a video. So you need to turn on the notification bell. So before we go into the technical, so let's check the economic activities for this week, and let's see how and what news might actually affect the movement of this market. Some news coming out of the US dollar that you have to take note of, especially we have the GDP on Thursday. Please take note of this. It is a high impact news. We have the GDP and the unemployment claim on Thursday. Then we have the speech from that is a Fed chairman, that is Powell. We have a speech from him on Thursday. We have the Canadian GDP on Friday. We have the US dollar COPC index on Friday. So these are the crucial news you have to take note of. So we have the German CPI too on Thursday. So Thursday, take note of it. So AUD CPI on Wednesday. We have AUD CPI on Wednesday, and then Euro German info on Monday. So this is what you should focus on. Focus on the consumer confidence on Tuesday and the new home sale from the US dollar. Focus on the CPI, on the GDP on Thursday, and then focus on COPC price index on Friday. And in terms of the Canadian dollar, they want to release their GDP too. You should focus on this, and the Euro CPI. Apart from this, I don't think we have any news that can cause chaos or move the market like that. So now next week is for US dollar, because we have our US dollar news throughout, let's say from Tuesday, probably Wednesday, Thursday, and then on Friday. So you have to take note of that. So let's this week I'm not prepared to do analysis on many pairs this week. I just choose like 4 to 5 pairs that I know that okay, this is what I see on this. The rest pairs, to be sincere with my own analysis, with my own strategy, I didn't see anything there. Like, there are some times that if you check your chart, you won't see anything very, very interesting. So you just have to close your system and then find something to do. So In all those pairs that I didn't do analysis on, probably the pairs I used to do analysis on before, that I check, I didn't see anything very interesting, so I need to abandon them and just choose few pairs this week that I'll be looking at this week. So the pairs I choose are the gold. I choose gold, GPSD, EURUSD, Canadian JPY, AUD JPY, and then the AD Swiss franc and Swiss franc JPY. These are the pairs that I see something on. The rest of this pair like this, I look at it, I didn't see anything very interesting. And then even on DVP USD, I might not even be trading DVP USD, but I will be watching some levels at DVP USD where I'll be taking my buyers because of retracement. The month is also almost getting to an end, so we should see retracement coming in after all those big moves, after the bank cut their interest rate. Then so we have the USD falling massively, so probably we should see a retracement this week, especially when we have the US dollar news this week. So Euro USD DPSD probably should see a retracement, and then the reason for the retracement is, if you check this one too, it has hit to the resistance level. So if the DSY is selling, the USD should be buying, Euro USD should be buying, and gold should be buying. So probably this week I'm focusing on to buy gold, to buy Euro USD, to buy GBP US dollar. This week, that's what I'm focusing on. Yeah, I might be wrong too, but that's what I'm focusing on this week. Unless we have this break of this structure, that is a break of this resistance level to the upside, that is when I will just fold my arms and then look for continuation to the downside, look for sell in these pairs. So let's check out gold first. So gold, this is what I'm looking at on gold. So as you can see, we created a new high at this level. We break this high to the upside, so the market come back to test this level. We have a rejection. Then if you check this one, this trend line, it's valid at this particular area. So there's another thing I wanted to check. If you check the bigger picture, you see that this looks like a head and shoulder, which tell us that we can still have probability of moving to the upside. So when you check the 15 minutes time frame too, you still see one head and shoulder at this particular area, as you can see. So this still looks like the head and shoulder too. So what am I looking at on gold? So what I'm looking at is a move to the upside right there, but probably we might see a retracement at this level. Market might retrace back to this level because let's see, we have first rejection, second rejection, then a breakout, breaking back. So probably markets might come to retest this area, and then if this retest fail, we might retest this area and then move to the upside. So probably, if this is what you should be looking at, if the price go below this area, don't buy. If the price go below 1922, don't buy. Probably if the price go below it and come to retest this area, even if it's just at this area, don't buy until price come back to above this area. Then you do what you buy. Then this is your take profit target. Probably market might continue to sell at this particular area, but this is what I'm looking at right here, for price to just from this area, from this level, probably price should retest this 1922, then move to and if the price did not retest that place, so this is what you do if you want to enter this place, and then this is what you do. So if you want to enter at the price level, this is what you do. If you want to use this head and shoulder as your entry, this is what you do. You enter at this area, probably, then target the top. But right now, this is supposed to be the second shoulder that will break this neckline, but it fails and come to retest this area. Probably we might see it coming down to 1922 to retest this area before going back to the upside. So watch that level if market opens, and then have your trigger at that particular area. You only buy if price stays above 1922. If price stays below it, avoid it. Don't opt in for a buy. So the next pair I want to check is the GBP US dollar. As you can see, I talked about GBP US dollar that I will not be selling this pair. I want to buy GBP US dollar and then the Euro US dollar this week. So if you check this, you will see that it has break this support to the downside. As you can see, we break the support level to the downside last week after we have the interest rate from Bank of England when they cut the interest rate by 25 basis points. So probably we might see a retrace back to this level before they move to the downside. But this is what I'm looking at on the GBP US dollar. So let's check where our entry might be for the retracement. So if price stay above this area, then that is where I'll be looking for a retracement back to this level. That is this might be the double bottom right there. So this might be a double bottom at this particular area. So what I'm looking at on the GBP USD is to buy to this area that will take my profit at 1.23119. That is like 80 pips right there. But price can still go to touch this trend line right here before it actually rejects back to the downside, because if you see this trend line serves as a resistance at that particular area. So as the DSY hits the resistance level, some actually be a very strong support for the GBP USD, and then we'll see, because price reject here, we have some little rejection at this particular area to in the 1 hour time frame. And then if you see the sell side candle is getting diminished, as you can see, so it means that the sellers are losing their momentum already. And then another thing I want you to see is that if you see this bullish candlestick is getting stronger than the bearish candlestick, and if you see this bullish candlestick, so it's getting stronger than this bearish candlestick, which means that sellers might have actually lose their momentum at that particular. But if price go below 1.22394, that is it means that this is my safe zone right here. If I want to buy this pair, this is my safe zone right here. So this is 1:3, almost 1:4. So risk to reward ratio at this particular area at market open. Don't forget this where I'm setting. So be prepared to take this particular trade, especially if the 4-hour candle close after this after market open closes bullish. It means that we are entering at this particular area and taking our profit at 1.23115. So the next pair I want to check is the Euro US dollar. Euro US dollar is at a very strong support level, and then we have price rejecting that place twice. So see the key support level, a very strong one, this particular area, and then as you can see price still reject it at this particular area. So which means that we might see price pulling back to this area or to 1.07627. That's what I'm looking at. It looks like trading against the trend, but sometimes you have to trade the pullback. So this is it. I'm trading a pullback on Euro US dollar and GBP US dollar. So then when the pullback is over, if there is nothing that makes a US dollar weak, so it means that we'll find entry for the sell, meaning that if we have a pullback, then we have a rejection at this particular area, so we'll be looking for a selling opportunity at that area. So where are we? So this daily candle closes it reject at this particular area and closes above. So what we are looking at here is also a rejection to the upside. So probably we might see if you see this my concern is that this bearish candlestick is strong. This one is strong, like the bears are still very much in position. So anything below this level, count me out of buying euro US dollar. I won't be among those people that will buy euro USD below 1.06360. But if market still stay above it like this, I will be buying GBP US dollar. And then probably my first target should be at this place. So let's look at what market will do at that area. So probably my first target should be here. Then if there is a breakout, then second target should be at 1.07627. So I'm looking to buy euro US dollar at this area. So let's say it goes right there. So probably we might see a pullback from there, and then let's see, then this is a take profit level. So markets might actually reject from here. So I'm actually be looking for a sell side at this particular area, a selling opportunity at this particular area to the downside. Yeah, I'm looking for a selling opportunity at that 1.07627 level, back to 0.5495, because if you check this area, you see it's a another very strong support level. So this might make the market bounce to the upside and go and hit this strong sell at this area, then come back to 1.05495. so prepare for this to happen in the market. It might happen and it might not happen, but this is what I'm looking to buy on euro USD at market open. I'm looking to buy euro USD to trade the pullback. Then we'll be looking for a sell around this area, and if market break this to the upside, count me out of selling. If market break 1.07627, count me out of selling. Canadian dollar JPY2, my bias is sell, and this is my best analysis, like my favorite analysis for the week, my favorite entry per se. That's why I indicate it with yellow, as you can see, because if you check this history, you see that this area is a very strong area that you cannot just overlook like that. This is a very strong resistant area, so you have to identify it. As you can see, you have to identify it and see for yourself. The market is trying to reject at that particular area. So coupled with this channel, you see that we are still on track. So probably at market open, if there is no gap, I'll be willing to sell Canadian dollar JPY from here to here. That is to this level. This is where I'm taking my profit, and then this is where, okay, those little space above, in case. So this is where I will be taking my loss if the thing goes out. So I'll be taking my loss from here. So it is actually 1:2 risk to reward ratio. So anything can happen from here. Market can decide to bounce back and then break to the upside. So, but this is actually what I'm looking at on the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. This is what I'm looking out for a sell, and then taking my profit at 103.78. Anything can happen afterwards. So the next one is AUD/JPY. As you can see, AUD/JPY2 is somewhat familiar with what I'm looking at on the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. So it's quite familiar to what I'm looking at that area. You can see this is a very strong level the market might reject from. So We have a fake breakout here, market reject back, then come back to retest. So probably we might still have a rejection back to this particular area. We might still have a rejection back to this area. Then probably if you break this area, then we are coming down to this to that particular support right there. But me, I still believe that this level will still be retested. This one, market will still come back and take this order right here. Market can still come back and take it. Even in Canadian dollar JPY, if you look at it, market can still come back and then take this the order left at this area. So let's see how it goes right there. So on $80 Swiss franc, I will not be trading this. I just put it there to just show you where I'll be taking my sell. I've put this thing since last 2 weeks. Probably the price is still rally. We still have rally in price, and then if price rally back to this area, then I will be taking my sell position at this area back to this particular. This is a daily time frame. Don't freak out. So as you can see, probably market value to this area, this very strong resistance here. So but if price break this 0.58911, I'll just be looking. I won't do anything. Then if price break this 58911, yeah, I won't do anything. But for me not to do anything, I'll be looking for buy unless price break it back, break below it. That's when I'll be looking for a sell position. But for now, I'm looking for a selling opportunity at 0.58911. Price should just go down and reject ASAP. On Swiss franc, Japanese yen, I'm looking for a sell. So like the one I did on Canadian dollar JPY and then the JPY, I still believe price can still come to retest this particular area to take this order they left behind here, because if you observe this Swiss franc JPY very well, you see that price did not form a new high after creating a high here. Then price refused to form a new high, so which means that, as you can see, price refused to form a new high. Price refused to form a new high. Then boom, we have this sell candle to the downside. So which means that it still break below this particular level, which means that we might see a retracement and a rejection from this area back to the downside. So like now you see that sellers are very much around because price has refused to form a new high at this particular area. So price is descending, as you can see, it's descending to the downside, which means that accumulation of sellers is there. So what I'm looking at here is for price to just retest this and then reject to the downside at that level. As you can see, we have a break of this, but any break of trend line against the trend is dangerous. Yeah, very, very dangerous. But this one we analyzed right there should give us a clue that sellers are very much around. Probably they can come and take their left orders at this particular area. So looking for a sell on Swiss franc JPY, that's what I'm looking at. So guys, this is my PS. This is the PS I'm willing to just look into and take this week. Most of these PS, the other PS are not looking very nice to me, so I just dropped it and pick this 7, is it 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So 7 PS to just look into this week. Probably find a very good setup and a trading opportunity in this PS. So if you like this piece, click on the like button, subscribe, and then share the video, and don't forget to register your broker, a very verified broker. The link is in the description box. That is Forex. So don't forget to register it, and then if you deposit minimum of $200, you can join my premium signal channel. And don't forget, if you want to opt in for a bot, we have a bot that trades for you that make 1% daily, minimum of 25 to 30% monthly, and it is consistent. So you can DM me if you want me to show you the result, the past result of the bot, and then how to get the bot or how to connect the bot. It's only trade on the USD 1 hour time frame, and it's very, very profitable. So you can chat me up on Telegram. You can see the Telegram channel on the description box. So chat me up, you see my username where I drop message in the Telegram channel, so you can chat me up from there, and then you discuss about maybe getting the full license or connecting your account. It is very, very profitable, guys, trust me. It is very, very profitable. If you have your money, you just keep on withdrawing steadily. It is very, because there is a risk management incorporated to the bot. So that's it, guys, for this week. Take care and don't forget to trade safely.